Gearholics out there, it's me, Gearholic here, and today I'm going to be doing a follow-up review on the Mora Bushcraft blade. I believe this blade is amazing. I think it's got a lot of bang for a lot of buck, or for very few bucks, and it honestly fits a really good wide variety of uses. And as far as a utility knife for backpacking, hiking, or even just having a little bit of fun out in the woods, I think this is an excellent blade to have. I honestly feel like the only negative comment that I can say about this blade right now is the fact that it has a really bright orange handle on it. I'm not sure if they sell other models that are stainless steel that have a black handle or some other color, but I'm sure they're out there. Maybe I just haven't found them. But that's my only complaint about this one knife, is that the super bright orange can be distracting. But if you're not so concerned about that, maybe that's like something you're looking for as a really good feature to have, because it really makes it easy to identify where your blade is. But let's go ahead and talk about some specs real quick. The overall length is going to be 9.25 inches with a blade length of 4.25 and the handle length of 5 inches. The blade steel is going to be 12C27 Sandvik steel, and it's a Scandi ground blade with kind of a drop point knife design here. The handle material is polypropylene covered in a santoprene, and santoprene is kind of like a it's kind of rubbery plastic, but it's basically mixed in with polypropylene. So it's a polypropylene rubber abstract that has kind of been created, I guess, in some lab somewhere. It's really good stuff. It feels really grippy. It really tacks onto your hand well, especially if you have sweaty hands or if you're in a wet environment. The design of the handle itself is amazing because the shape of the blade and the way that it fits in your hand, there's no hot spots or anything, especially when using it for long periods of time. It's not super thick. I mean, it's not a fat handle, which it's just kind of middle of the road. And it's got a nice sweep here and a really nice finger choil for digging your index finger into. So you're definitely not going to slip up and onto the blade and cut yourself. And it's got some attempted jimping up here, but I don't think that's really jimping. I think it's just more like somewhere that you can hold your thumb on, just to kind of give yourself an index of where to hold your thumb, really. And really, a knife like this doesn't need jimping. You don't need jimping on every knife that you get. So some people are jimping happy, but I find that this works just fine. Another thing about the handle is I had to drill this hole in the handle. It did not come with a lanyard hole at all. That would be one thing I'd like to see on some of the Moras, maybe if they were to ever listen. I'm such a small fry guy, but if they were to ever improve this knife, I would definitely start with adding a lanyard hole option to their knives. I think it's imperative that you have a lanyard knife if you're going to be using it for heavy duty usage, batoning or swinging it in any manner. It's always good to have a thing on there, or if you're in open water environments, it's good to have a lanyard on there. So one minor complaint, one minor hit against the Mora. So the 12C27 Sandvik steel that comes on the actual blade itself is excellent. I would say that it's a perfect outdoor blade, suitable for many different environments because of its stainless steel. It's stainless steel that it uses. That 12C27 Sandvik really takes a really nice polish to it. It holds an edge for quite a long time and is very easy to sharpen and bring back to a razor sharp edge. This particular blade, because it's so thick, is really nice because that tip, I have yet to even break or hurt that tip in any way. I've used it to pry and poke at things, and really it does a really good job, and especially making like holes or doing any kind of whittling or whatnot. That tip is really good and really strong to have on there. The back of the spine has been ground to a 90-degree angle, which is nice, so it makes shaving wood or anything or striking a ferro rod really easy. So top remarks for the blade steel on the Bushcraft stainless steel. The sheath design is really interesting. Honestly, after using it for quite some time now, I have gotten used to it, but I would definitely like to see them do something a little bit better. Obviously, this is not the top brand. It's a cheap knife, so you're going to get a cheap sheath. But there's nothing bad about this sheath other than the fact that I just don't like how bright it is. I think they could have toned down some of the colors with the knife and the sheath itself, but they fit really well together. And obviously, I think I showed you guys, I did just a little modification. It's not even a modification. I just added a Ranger band over the top of this, which makes it secure the knife just so much more. And then you don't get any rattle at all in the sheath. And it's not coming out of there. I mean, it's locked in. So it's really kind of a nice sheath. Because it's made out of polypropylene, it's nice and hard and rigid, so you definitely know that the knife is secure and safe in there. Is not going to hurt anyone or harm anything if you decide to put it in a backpack. But I mean, still, it's got a lot of reach and it's got a lot of capability, and it's so heavy duty for how light it is. That 3.8 ounces. I mean, think about how much stuff you have to haul if you're doing a long distance backpacking trip, or if you're doing a really long hike. I mean, every ounce that you take on yourself, you're gonna have to haul along. So I'm always gonna go with the lightweight blade that is still as rugged and durable as any kind of solid, full tang, heavy 2 pound blade, in my opinion. But I think this knife is more than capable and adequate to fit that role. I think this blade would be really great for backpacking, hiking, or doing any kind of outdoor chores. The stainless steel version is exceptional. I think that the Mora Bushcraft Black and all those other carbon steel versions are really great. And I think carbon steel has its definite advantages and disadvantages, as well as stainless steels. But my personal preference for stainless steels stands as this. Stainless steels are low maintenance. They're just as easy to sharpen. They can do everything that a carbon steel blade can. And at the end of the day, I feel like it's a little bit more rigid, a little bit more tough. It's less prone to roll and chipping, especially this 12C27 Sandvik steel. Other people will probably disagree with me on that, but that's just how my opinion stands. I think the philosophies of buying a really expensive bushcraft knife are just absolutely ludicrous, and I'm kind of tired of hearing about people saying that the only good bushcraft knife is a full tang $200 or $250 bushcraft knife. I disagree. I think if this 3/4 tang Mora Bushcraft has done a superb job in the tasks and roles at hand as a utility blade for the outdoors. So that's my opinion. If you guys disagree, that's fine. We're all entitled to our own. But just make sure it's constructive. That being said, I think I'm done kind of venting and talking about the Mora Bushcraft. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below. And as I always say, my name's Gearholic. I'm signing out. Later, guys.